Hi, I'm Bill Winterberg of FPPad.com. I'm here in San Diego at the TD Ameritrade Institutional 2013 National Conference. Joining me today is President of Advisor Software, Neal Ringquist. Neal, thank you for joining me today.
Bill, thanks for having me.
Now, it's been a few years, or a few months actually, since we last had the update about Gogami and some of the quick illustrations that Gogami is able to produce for financial advisors. What have you learned in the past couple of months about how popular that is with your advisor users?
Yeah, it's the good thing is we're getting more validation that there's a need for quick planning, that there's a need for, historically advisors had the choice of answering client questions with a single number through a free calculator, or with a 70-page report through a comprehensive planning tool. And there was nothing in between that they could generate quickly to have that discussion about goals with every client interaction. So what we found is more validation that, yeah, quick planning is a segment of the planning industry market, if you will, that has legs, that there's a real need in the market so that they can have a discussion with clients about goals with every client interaction, every investment review, every discussion. And so it feels great, particularly for our Gogami Pro tool that fits that need perfectly.
So here at the TD Ameritrade conference, efficiency and integration are really popular buzzwords that we're hearing about. So how is Gogami expanding its integrations? How is it taking advantage of perhaps connections with the Veo Open Access suite to enhance the speed at which advisors can deliver these straightforward plan illustrations?
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, the biggest time commit is data entry. So to the extent that you could leverage data that is already entered someplace or captured in some system of record, that's so important to efficiency. So we're fully integrated with Veo. Advisors can launch our tool from the Veo platform. They can bring the accounts and holdings data into the application. That eliminates all that time. That just makes quick planning even quicker. So what was a 10-minute process now becomes an 8-minute process or a 7-minute process, to quickly generate a household balance sheet or a plan, for their client.
Well, and that's going to cut down on errors in the entry as well, right?
That's exactly right. So errors in the specificity of the holdings data, but you could also get more granular in the tax data that's captured in the planning system. So not only does it make it more efficient, but actually more accurate in terms of some of the planning calculations that are done within the tool.
Now, the output of Gogami Pro had the household balance sheet. How are you enhancing some of the information that comes out of Gogami to illustrate more maybe cash flow illustrations for advisors and their clients to really provide some roadmaps on what clients need to do to help meet their goals?
Yeah, so that's exactly right. We've enhanced it. There's two ways to look at the viability of a goal plan. One is through the balance sheet, which gives the client the initial assessment of goal plan affordability, but doesn't address financeability, when cash will be available to meet goals. So we've provided that cash flow report that shows year by year how the goals are being funded out of what accounts. So the client and the advisor can spot liquidity traps within the client's goal plan and potentially fill those. So it's another way to evaluate the client's goal plan.
Well, that's great, Neal. So for advisors that are watching, can they get a free trial of Gogami Pro to see how it fits for their business?
Absolutely. They can come right to our website, so www.advisorsoftware.com, and just click on the free trial link for Gogami Pro, and they can start banging away on it for 14 days.
Oh, fantastic. Wonderful, Neal. Thank you for letting me know what's new in Gogami Pro.
Bill, thanks for having me.
All right, from TD Ameritrade Institutional 2013, I'm Bill Winterberg of FPPad.